Hey guys, so welcome back to the Dead Hours. Oh my god, I look a mess. Okay, so the Dead Hours, yeah, where the plague mask might just wear you if you're lucky. I'm your future ghost with the most and host, Vivian. And today my guest is a truly amazing paranormal investigator with an interesting background. And he's got 4,000 subscribers to his channel, and I think he's out in the middle of the woods somewhere right now, kind of doing the Blair Witch, yeah, sort of thing, comment-wise there. So his channel is on the grow, so hopefully if you haven't by the end of this video, please do go subscribe. I will make sure that the link gets up. The link is in also the description of the video underneath. So please welcome Levy Reyes Jr. from LlegoPapaTV. And he popped out, so I think the connection might be going a little bit haywire, but there he is. So we're going to add him to the stream right now. Hey, man.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everything?
How is everything with you out in the middle of the woods there?
Everything's pretty good. It's actually still daylight because I thought actually I went home kind of early, and I took a little nap, and then and I woke up right on time, and look, literally it's like probably maybe 10-minute walk. Nice. So
yeah.
So yeah, this is where I'm at right now. This part of the park. But where I'm going is gonna be somewhere around that way.
Somewhere around there. So we're Blair Witching it up today.
Oh yeah, we have to. I was planning going probably like maybe on a haunted house or a psychiatric center, but the service kind of bad over there. Here at least it's not that bad. It's still in the city. It's like hidden from where I live at. So yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, totally.
It's hot. It's beautiful out here. So yeah.
Not too bad. I'm, as you can see, not Blair Witching. I'm from inside of my house. So not Blair Witching today. Maybe next time. Cool.
Do I look blurry? Am I fine? Do I sound good? Because I know, I'm outside. So how do I sound?
You sound okay. You sound fine. The video is a little
shaky.
We can see you. So as long as we can see you, and as long as we don't like buffer too much, we're good.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep on walking further down, and if it gets bad, I'm just gonna walk back out and just stay right here, stay in the woods. So yeah.
So I'm going to start with some questions, if that's cool.
Sure. That'd be awesome.
So you have a pretty unique background in that you were an MMA fighter.
Yeah, I kind of want to go back, but I literally stopped fighting about like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years. My record is 13 wins and 3 losses. My first was my first loss. And then ever since then, I just started winning a couple of fights. There was one time that I had to lose without all the way to like heavyweight, and that heavyweight I went down to 205. So it's a bit different. So it's not bad. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. Those were fun times.
Is that something you would go back to do?
Yeah, I'm planning to go back.
Oh, okay.
I started watching Mike Tyson getting back in shape again, and I'm like, you know what? He gave me a lot of motivation. I gained a lot of weight. I'm almost 300 pounds. So, but yeah, look where we are. Let me see if I could show you a front.
Yeah.
Before I log him out. Let me see something.
Well, we may lose him for a second, but we'll send the link back. Not a big deal.
Okay, cool. So yeah, this is me walking the entrance.
Okay, that is very creepy woods looking. That is, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about this place. One time I was bored. I was running my channel at that time, so I was like, you know what? Let me go to the woods, record something, so I could have something for my channel. And the further down I walked, there was like a little tent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I found it pretty interesting. So I found the tent. I did a couple of investigation there. I heard something like back in the woods. It could have been like the trees or something. Like I feel like something was like throwing rocks at me. Yeah, look at this fire.
That's always good, right? The rock thrown feeling. I've had that happen a few times.
Okay. Yeah, I never had a rock be thrown just that day. I was in Hellsbar. I heard Hellsbar Dam. They had like spirits throwing rocks and stuff like that. I never experienced that yet. But yeah, hey, I heard a lot of great things about it.
It's pretty wild. So what got you started in doing paranormal investigations and doing this sort of thing?
Wait, let me just put this down. Well, when I So when I used to live with my parents, I feel like that place is super haunted, and I never really experienced anything. My sister always experienced a lot of stuff, and there's one time that we had to move, so we moved out because she was experiencing a lot of things. I lived in New York City, and all of a sudden we moved to Florida, Tampa, Florida.
Mm.
When we moved to Tampa, Florida, it got super worse.
Oh
That's
wow,
when
really?
I started seeing little things here and there. I feel like it was following my sister, and yeah, ever since then, I never really felt anything until my sister started feeling a lot of crazy stuff. So and then I started watching like Ghost Adventures, Ghost
Right.
Hunters, and then YouTubers. Look at this cave here.
Oh, for sure. So was there something that happened or that maybe happened to her that was like, okay, I need to go figure out what this is and what's happening?
Not really. It just
Okay. Just kind
can't
of a
really
bit.
remember so much. I just in case something pops up behind me. I
Gotcha.
So I don't know. Like there was one time I was laying down. Me and my sister share the same room, different beds, whatever. And one time I'm a late guy, so I love to like stay too late. Watch a couple of scary movies, stuff like that. There's one time the door opened by itself, but I couldn't see who's at the doorway. So I'm like trying to look deep, and I couldn't. I thought it was like my father or my mother, whatever. And all of a sudden, like the door just slammed. So once the door slammed, I
Oh,
freaking got scared. I started shivering. I jumped into my sister's bed, and yeah, it was like it was a crazy night. But I feel like every time I'm with my sister, I feel something.
so do you feel that she's just maybe extra sensitive to that sort of stuff and that stuff is
Super
attracted to her?
sensitive. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like my sister and my mom are super sensitive to
Okay.
that stuff.
Some people
So
can be for sure.
yeah, I invited my sister a few times to go in, but I don't want to really. I don't want anything bad to happen to her, stuff like that.
Right.
The reason why I want to take her with me because I feel if I take her with me, something's gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
So,
the things might get very active. That's very true.
yeah, yeah.
So how do you choose the locations that that you go to investigate, that you go to check them out? Do you look at the history of it? Do you just kind of hear
Yeah.
things about these places being haunted and then go check them out?
So before I started, I started doing research. I was like, you know what? I was young. I used to go to a park like this and get lost and have a lot of fun with my friends.
Mhm.
So, sorry, I'm like losing breath going to sales. So I'm watching Ghost Hunters, the YouTubers. I was like, you know what? I'm opening my YouTube channel. I'm going to
But
find closest location on my way. So what I did was I found Ledgewood Village. The first experience I experienced there was like shuffling sound, voices and stuff like that. So
mhm.
little things here and there. I started like you know uh experiencing things. So I did research. I YouTube it, I Google it, the type of location I'm in and stuff like that. So yeah, and that's what I do. And recently, what I do is like when I make a video, I talk a little bit about the location I'm in, and then I
Right.
show my little part and stuff like that. So yeah.
So do you like to do like an extensive amount of historical research on it to try to find everything out about the location, or do you prefer kind of just to do a little bit where it won't bias what you may find?
Well, I just try. I learned not too long ago that the more you visit a place, the more activity you start getting.
Hmm.
So I feel like Letchworth, like location like that one, is very underrated. So we have a lot of ghost hunting going on Waverly, Hillsborough Dam, locations like that, and
Yeah.
probably like tourists probably get bored of it.
Oh,
So
for
I feel
sure.
like if I go to the same place over and over again, I'm gonna catch certain thing, and maybe they might get used to myself.
That's true too. We may
They
have
could
lost.
start. Yeah.
There we go.
So I thought of that. I'm like, you know what? I'm sort of a lot. So I actually have a person. Her name is Kat. She's
Mhm.
she has a Facebook channel. A Facebook page called Trinity Paranormal Investigation on Long Island,
Right. They were
and
on
she been to a lot of crazy places. Huh? You heard of it?
the Hinsdale House investigation with you, which we'll pull up a clip of that a little bit later from that episode that you posted. So we'll pull up a couple clips from that actually. But they were on that investigation with you. Is that right?
Sure, sure. Look, I found the Indian tent. Let me see if I get close to it. If I don't, all right, it's pretty good. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Our little interview. I'm gonna sit
Okay.
down. This, I know, maybe you guys can help me.
Or it's a little.
Maybe you guys can help me. I don't know
Yeah.
what's this right here, but
Oh, we lost the. Well, we'll get him back in just a second. Sometimes, you know, those Blair Witch Woods, man, they are tricky for Wi-Fi signal. That is for sure. They are strong with ghost signal, but maybe not with Wi-Fi. Let's get him back in here just 1 second. There we go. All right.
I turned my camera on, so that's what I'm talking out.
That's okay. I was like,
I don't want to face the camera, so I don't want to.
Blair Witch got him.
This is thing right here, it's like all logs, all around it, and then right in front of it is what we call it the Indian tent. I'm sure you know somebody that made this, but then here, I don't know if you guys see this here.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
You guys see it?
Yeah, I don't know if I.
And then here's a tent
in the middle of it, but yeah. I mean, I would probably, but. So, what evidence?
I'm gonna back up a little because I know I'm losing connection. I hear it.
Yeah, a little bit. It's getting a little choppy. Yeah.
Yeah, let me stand right here because I think I got better service here.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys already know where I'm at. All right.
Gotcha. So very cool little spot there. So what piece of evidence have you captured that you find the most compelling? If you were going to show somebody who's maybe a little bit skeptical about spirits, would you show them?
Yeah. There was one part I was in Kings Park Psychiatric Center, and a friend of mine, he has also a YouTube channel. His name is Hamilton Haunted Explorations. He caught a shadow, like literally, like walking right behind me, and then every time when I pan the camera behind it, like it disappeared. So that was like the first thing I ever caught on camera, and I put on YouTube. And then also I was on Chills, and Chills caught something there. He caught another shadow.
Oh wow!
Before I caught the other shadow in the entrance. Yeah. So literally, like the shadow was like all right, here we go. So literally at the doorway, and all of a sudden the shadow just like I was facing the camera, and then when I turn around, you see the shadow go inside the doorway. So that one's cool too. I wish I was in my computer right now so I could see you a clip. You can go to top 15 Chills channel, but I can't remember what video he posted on. But I think it happened like about 4 months ago. He posted it.
That sounds pretty.
Yeah, that was the one cool thing that I. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That's when I started doing it because at that time I was doing urban exploring. That when I started doing more ghost hunting. So then I started going at night doing the investigation. Everything was all daytime. So yeah, and what was that called? King Letchworth. I caught one shadow there in Letchworth, which my girlfriend she saw something when we went inside. There's like a morgue, and she saw like literally like a shadow like go inside and out of the doorway. And so a year later, I was like, you know what? Let me buy a night vision camera. Let me leave that night vision camera there, and let me just walk around, leave it there, recording. When I go home, I caught it. I caught that literally shadow like peeking out, and then it goes right back in. Yeah,
right back. It just went across and disappeared.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Again, those shadows and stuff like that. Those visual manifestations are very compelling. How many investigations have you done so far?
So I have done a lot of abandoned locations. So I think it says 70 videos on my thing. So like 70, like maybe 70. Yeah, I got like 70 videos. Yeah, everywhere I go, like locations like this, I bring my camera just in case I want to record or maybe I could catch something. Yeah.
What do you?
What else? Yeah, maybe like 70 real investigations that I started doing, like with Trinity. Which is like first time experiencing it. Like when you use a voice recorder, we usually do we say something, we ask a question, and we wait there until we get a response. And we have caught a couple of good responses as well, which I think I'm gonna upload my YouTube channel soon, so you guys can see. I think Crow Judas seen it before.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Give us the evidence. We love evidence. So what do you do in order to communicate with spirits?
Oh, can you repeat that again? I'm sorry. Let me back up.
Sure, no problem. What do you do in order to communicate with spirits? Is there something that you do? Is there like anything specific that you prepare yourself with?
I just do basic stuff. What I do like basic stuff, like which I should get more involved into it more. Like I should learn more. I thought I heard something. I do like regular like if there's any spirits around, how many spirits are in there, and I don't know. You guys heard that? Oh, it's kind of weird. Yeah, that's like regular questions like. I ask questions like, if there's any spirits, how many spirits are there? If you guys want to communicate with me, I come in no harm, I come in peace and stuff, just regular stuff like that. I think I'm getting better at investigating. I guess probably more the more I do it, the more experience I get. So
yeah, that's true. That's the only way to do it. Is
it's I guess it gets pretty crazy. Yeah. I feel like I said earlier. I feel like if you go to the same location over again, I feel they kind of recognize you, get comfortable with you. They're gonna see that you're not a bad person, and I think that's the best way to communicate with spirits.
For sure. Are you concerned about spirits following you home from a location, and do you do anything to prevent that?
I know I haven't. I did it once with Trinity with Kat. I don't, to be honest with you. I did like once or twice, like a little prayer, stuff like that. Don't follow me home. I was concerned when I first started, but I guess like the more I did it, like I don't feel nothing's following me, which I should. I should start doing a couple of prayers. Maybe bring like a holy water or something. I should start doing that just in case. I bring something home, which I don't want because I have feel.
Well, some people are some are very hardline about that. And that's the thing is like some investigators are very hardline about like, I bring this, that, and the other thing, and I bring holy water and I bring blah, blah, blah. And some people are like, yep, no, I don't bring anything. And I really don't care if stuff follows me home. You have like two extremes.
Yeah. I don't know. I do care. I didn't say like, yeah, I know people that they literally, we go to haunted places and then if they see like something, they'll take it home and they will leave in the garage. So which is pretty extreme. I wouldn't do that because I believe in like attached to it. But yeah, I definitely won't do that. Not yet. Maybe one day, maybe if I have like a bigger house. I still do little things here and there, but I doubt it. I don't think I would.
Right. So then how do you have you
done any stuff? I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. No, I was gonna say, have you done any type of investigation?
Yes, I've done investigations with the Spooky Show, which I'm on a podcast, and we've been to Tonopah. I've done a few other just really amateur investigation kind of stuff, and then I was actually just out with the haunted side at the Mizpah at Tonopah. So I've investigated with them. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. So how was the experience with them? Pretty crazy active, I will say that. Like that basement was popping off like no one's business. Oh my God. I can't wait to go back because we got so much audio and so many light anomalies down there that should not have been down there. So it was wild. Yeah. I'm excited to go back. So so in that regard, that's pretty cool. Yeah. How do you feel about people bringing home items from locations? Some people will take things from sites and things like that. Do you feel like is that a yes or an absolutely not?
I'm sorry. Wait, it was cutting up. Can you say it again? Let me back up a little bit because I thought I heard something behind me. Probably like an animal or something.
Oh my goodness.
All right, now I hear you better now.
It's crazy wildlife. So I was asking about how you feel about people, because some people will bring home items from locations. They'll take something from a investigation site. So how do you feel about that? Is that a yes or is that like an absolutely no? Don't ever do that.
Personally, I won't, but other I think that is crazy. Maybe it depends on them. Like sometimes, like if I care for that person a lot and I feel like the place is haunted, they want to take something from there, and I feel like they might follow you and it might do a lot of damage. And no, I don't think I don't approve that. Just
Right.
in case, or unless you know what to do, how to say to spirits to back away, and if you know how to do that, yes.
Right. So
Because
if
I
you
don't
know
know how I feel like if I bring something home. I don't know if I'm going to be like, oh, please get away from the house. We don't want you. I don't know what to
please
do
leave.
at that time. I'll probably get a priest or something. So I don't know.
So what do you tell people who are afraid of the supernatural? Like when you tell people what you do and the sort of things that
Yeah.
you do, and if people are kind of scared of that, what do you tell them? Like to kind of ease their nerves a little bit.
Where a lot they love it. They really get into it. I know people get super excited, and I have people telling me, "Oh, like I want to go with you. Let's go do this." I'm like, "Oh, you sure? If you want to go do this, it could get dangerous because you don't know. Just not only because of the spirits, but the location we go in, you might hurt yourself, stuff like that." But I never had a lot of people are very skeptical more than oh whatever like oh so I'm like they be like well, I don't believe in ghosts or that's stupid or blah 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 and all this stuff. But other than that, like if you get nervous about it, just I feel like if you go with a group of people, it's easier. If you go by
Mhm.
yourself, it's harder because it's harder.
Yeah.
You might probably hear a lot of crazy things and think might follow you, stuff like that. But I believe if you want to start doing this, you should go start with a group. I started with like 7, 8 people. And then before in my comments, there was like, oh, you're making too much noises. I can hear anything. I'm going to experience what you're experiencing, stuff like that. So I started bringing it down to like 4, 3, 2. Sometimes I go by myself. I go now with a group sometimes, but with the group that I go to, they know how to deal with it. They know how to like how should I say, like they know I learned a lot from Trinity because they was like, okay, we ask questions, don't move. If you move, then you get whatever the audience gonna pick up, it's gonna be a debunk.
Right.
Stuff like that. So with a group of people, you might learn a few things.
It helps to
But
pick up.
if you're gonna start doing this, no doubt about that.
Yeah, for sure. What's been your most active location site so far?
Letchworth. I thought Letchworth is the way. Like I said, Kat, she was in Waverly. She's been to a lot of crazy locations and said Letchworth is the most haunted, most active place she has ever been. And now she goes there every single day because she loves how active it is. And she likes to help out because she feels like the kid needs help. So they feel that they need somebody to protect them. So she goes there a lot and protect them. So now it's getting super dark. I should turn my light on. Let me set this up. I'm gonna put my camera in my bag, use my flashlight in the phone more.
We don't want Bigfoot to get you.
All right.
So.
There you go. Yeah. Put this away.
Or the Wendigo. We don't want the Wendigo.
Sorry, I wish I could have done better. Hopefully the internet doesn't go in and out, and hopefully the viewers can catch what I'm doing right now.
It's a little here and there. It's a little spotty, but we got most of it. So we still have video. That's what we're good there.
Hey, if you want to do this again, I'll do it again. I'll do it in my
for
house.
Sure.
Make sure everything's good.
You will have return
We'll do
guests.
Part 2.
No problem. Yeah, we'll do part 2. We'll do a part 2. No problem.
All right, now feel better. Man.
So have you ever?
Now feel better because I had I was holding.
Oh, a little bit of a delay. There we can see you now. Yay!
Sorry, go ahead.
We have light. We can see you now.
Okay. All right.
Have you ever invited a skeptic along on an investigation with you, or would you ever do that?
I haven't, but I would love to do that. I definitely would love to do that. And the first place I go to again is Letchworth. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of people that are very skeptical. I know a lot of people at work, they make fun of me, or not fun of me. They're like, oh, you like, I can't believe you believe in ghosts and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, like I could show you proof that I caught a few things and here and there. But when you're in the location, it's way different too as well. Yeah, but yeah, I definitely will bring a skeptical. I would love to. And like I said, the first location I'll do is definitely Letchworth, for sure, 100%.
Like you take them, hopefully turn him from a skeptic into a believer.
Oh yeah,
that's the goal, right?
One time that I went to Letchworth and I was in the ward and I was doing a little interview. Romeo, he usually comes and records me. I was explaining what I'm gonna do in the morning and this and that. I kid you not, we heard voices and we just like literally just stopped. And I was like, wait, you heard that? And so when we're setting up the night vision camera, I swear to you, like it's not like I get like if I had hair right now, you guys could see, but I literally shave my arm. I don't know why I do that. But I got goosebumps right now.
Yeah.
But literally like we're setting up the camera and you hear like right next to me. So we're like looking to the right, then we look to the left, like what is going on here? We're like getting freaked out. And it was
You're
only
like,
us two.
"Ah."
But I guarantee you, go with a group, you're not gonna hear none of that stuff. But yeah, Ledge was very active. But I just don't go there a lot because I want to try like try new locations, which I
Right.
am. So yeah, which is pretty cool.
So I
Like
saw
so dark in here.
the most recent video, but then we can still see you a little bit. So the most recent video that you had up is the one where you guys did the Randonautica app. I know that everybody's kind of trying that right
Yeah.
now. Have you used it since you've posted that last video? Have you given it another try?
I used it. I haven't. I am gonna give it a try. I was actually gonna give it a try today, but I had to do a few things. I had to go back to work and the first time I tried it, which is the video I just put up last week,
Mm-hmm.
like 7 times that, and basically the 7 times that we tried, it was rerouting. So by the time we get close to a location and we know where the location was at, all of a sudden it started rerouting and it changed to like 20 minutes. So it was kind of crazy. So
That's
we did find
crazy.
a location around Kings Park in Long Island, and there
Yeah.
was like a lot of grass, tall grasses, and it was 14 right in front of us, but we couldn't see because it was tall grasses. So I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. But then to my right, there was another abandoned building, but I didn't know that abandoned building was open. So that's where you see the part where me and my friend go
Right.
inside.
Do you think it was
Do a
maybe
couple of
directing you
investigation
guys to
there.
the building
Just do
rather
like a
than
little quick-
maybe it was that, like, or was it,
No, because
no?
no, because I picked Kings Park. So Kings Park is a lot of woods, and my deal was I want to find I would love to find a like abandoned house that
Mhm.
have all the furniture there. That's
Oh,
that's
okay.
my dream. Like I would love to do it. Yeah, like I want to find things from like 1940s, 50s, even 90s. I'll be happy. But that's my dream. So that's the only reason why we went to Kings Park. I mean Long Island because a lot of people found abandoned places like that.
Yeah, that's
But
very
with
cool.
my luck, yeah, that would be awesome to find.
So did
So
you ever
I
find out what
will do the Randonautica on my way, but the
yeah,
Randonautica is a city, no building. So it's like I doubt I'm gonna find it.
right.
So yeah, so
Weird that
I
it
gotta
happened
go
to
to
be
the
there
work.
though. You know what I mean? Like it's weird that it's like it's
Yeah,
directing you into this field of grass, but then like, oh, there happens to be this
yeah,
abandoned building there too.
yeah,
So
exactly.
um
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
find out anything the background of that building of what was it for? Because it was big. Like it was a big building. It looks like maybe it was
Oh,
a
it's huge. I know. I didn't find
or
anything.
something.
No, no, I couldn't find anything. I don't know the name of the building. I just put Kings Park Psychiatric Center. Oh, so basically the whole story about that location. There's 100. No, there's I think no. There's 60 buildings, 60 abandoned buildings, and they're all tall. They're huge. And one of the buildings that's what when I first called my first shadow, right? That's what I call the first shadow. That building I couldn't find the number or the building what it is. I did learn that it was like a women's school type of thing. So, but I enjoyed that place a lot because one, it was huge. Two, everything was like literally brand new. Like there wasn't a lot of graffitis and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
lot of
somebody
graffiti.
coming.
It was just very big. It had like a
Yeah,
kitchen, it had like washrooms, lots, a couple bathrooms, some other rooms. So it was like,
somebody's coming back. You told me.
yeah. I know you mentioned in the video
Okay.
that bathrooms are your favorite spot to investigate because A, mirror selfies, but B, what's the other reason?
So I did as a joke. Every time I go in the mirror, I just say, hey, look in the mirror. I put like
Selfie.
one of those sexy music backgrounds on it. And that's it. So there was literally a guy. He's still there. But there's a guy there. He started walking over here, but he saw my flashlight. But he's
Oh,
standing there right now.
somebody walking over
Look,
there.
well, he stopped. And he's like trying to hide. Dad, can I put the camera forward? Let me
Sneaking
see.
into the
I
woods.
want you guys.
Yeah, I can still see you. Oh,
Oh wait,
or,
not that.
there we go.
How you doing?
There we go.
Mic, camera. All right. Let me see. All right, here we go. I think I found it. Camera 2 facing front, facing back. There you go. Piece work. All right, there you go. So I'm gonna walk away so you guys see.
Okay.
Like right behind those trees. It's super dark. But
I
anyway,
really hope.
I'm just gonna walk out just in case. I don't trust nobody here, especially like who's gonna walk down here by by yourself, especially if
Right.
you're a ghost hunter now.
Well, me.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, there's there's people like us that
Yeah,
he's just walking.
we would. First one down a dark hallway. Me.
The first time I did this, I'm not very freaked out no more. But the first time I did this, I was nervous. I'm walking around. I was like always looking back. Every little sound I hear.
Hmm.
Back and yeah, there you go. So every time I look back, I hear like little noises, but it's literally like trees and the branches falling off and stuff like that. But every time I hear like a little noise, I'm like looking back and I don't know what to do now. I guess I got experience. I became a man, and now a lot of things doesn't really scare me like that. So where's that guy? And look, there's two paths here. I'm gonna show you right now. So I came in this path here, right? You guys see it? What's that? Plus?
It's kind of dark.
It's hard to tell. All right. Here we go. So this where my light is at. There's a path here, and then there's a path right here as well, which I'm gonna go, which is a little bit creepier. So I'm gonna take you guys for a little walk here.
A little walkie poo. We call it a little walkie poo. A walkabout.
Oh yeah. Make sure with the light on my face, I can hardly tell. So yeah.
So do you ever get scared on investigations? Like you mentioned that you had previously, like when you first started doing, you were like, "Oh, what's that noise? What's that noise?" Do you ever find yourself getting scared now?
Yeah. I think I could still I do get scared. Like a lot of people say, "Well, how you get scared if you're a fighter?" What is different if you can't see anything what's like in front of you and hear a lot of things moving?
Right.
Of course, you're gonna panic a little bit. But I do get scared. I have been doing everything with friends. So literally, I have a couple of videos coming soon that I'm doing my own investigation. And when you do your own investigation, you get scared. You get more nervous. It's harder.
Yeah.
A few things that happen. So
When you're
yeah.
flying solo, yeah, it's a little different. So let's talk about Hinsdale House. That's one of the ones you did with Trinity Paranormal with a group investigation. Yeah. What's the history of Hinsdale House for anyone who hasn't watched it and doesn't know?
So Hinsdale House was more like it was more Indian warrior type of thing. Before they made it into like a museum, they found bodies and stuff like that, like little bones and stuff like that. Yeah, I heard one of the stories. I heard the Germans came once and took over the family, raped two little girls that was there.
Oh, that's awful.
What else? And it was like a lot of dark history. They actually found bodies on the basement as well in that location back in 1800.
Yeah.
So basically, the Indian there, they cursed the whole location, and they started having like bad reps going on in the Hinsdale House. I don't know too much of the history of it. I should have. I learned more because I'm gonna go back there soon again. But I guarantee you, when I go back, I'm gonna have more history about it.
And you mentioned that they did an exorcism in the house in 71.
I think 71, 72. Yeah, they did exorcism there because the lady that lived there, she was getting there was like a lot of like demons going on there, and she was going crazy. She was like literally fighting her kids, her family, and stuff like that. And the priest came, did exorcism on her, exorcised her, of course, and that's it. That's what I know. She got better. She passed away around that time, and her brother lived there until like the 90s. So her brother died. Now they saying is that they play super haunted because of the brother, because the brother was confused about how the family passed away, how they died, and once he passed away, they saying that they probably just I'm gonna just go back because they're going back to the city. So they just the story is like when he passed away, he saw his family. He started seeing a lot of stuff going on. So have you heard of the RRDR60 voice recorder?
I haven't. Tell us about it.
So basically, that's the best voice recorder ever. They right now it's about like $6,000. The thing about those voice recorders is that you could say something. Spider, like it's fine. Literally that you could ask a question and you could literally hear spirits talking right back at you. So what it is you ask questions, you hold it for a second, ask another question, keep on asking questions. So when you rewind the tape, it'll go back directly to the questions and the response.
Oh,
So
wow.
like, yeah, I know I told you guys earlier that when I'm gonna put up a video up so you guys could see the evidence that I think Crow's seen it. I can't really see the chat right now, but yeah, I showed Crow. It was insane. Kat was like, "Oh, can you tell one of our name in the like, can you tell us the name in this group?" And one of the spirits says Levy, literally says,
Oh, says your
yeah,
name.
yep.
Whoa.
And so when we doing that, I didn't really catch too much things in that house, but I did hear voices. And mind you, the house is the middle out of nowhere. So it's like the next house, I think it was like 20-minute drive. So it was insane. But yeah, we heard like voices talking. So the paranormal, we had paranormal Trinity Paranormal Investigation, and then we have Beyond the Grave
Yeah, the great
Investigation. So,
paranormal, yeah.
yeah, they all went to the back and asked a couple of questions. One of the response was, "Get out of here now." And you could literally clear as day. It says, "Get out of here now."
The whole
Every time I
sentence.
got
Yeah,
it now, I can show you guys. It's insane. It says, "Get
that's,
out of here now."
that's
Are you
crazy.
here? People with a flash up there too. I think I should start walking. I said like more people. Yeah, I know you guys can see the light there.
Yeah, like a little light up there in the corner.
Yeah, people there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
So,
I wish it wasn't my computer so I could show you the guys.
yeah,
Um,
that's insane.
uh,
Whole sentence.
I'm gonna, yeah, no.
Pretty wild. So when you went upstairs when you were doing kind of like a walk through the house before you guys like separated off and stuff like that. You described the one bedroom you went into, the one that has things move off of the bed. That room was
Yeah,
heavy.
very
Describe
heavy.
what that was like. What did that feel like?
So I when you see like YouTubers or when you watch paranormal shows and they'd be like, "Oh, I feel really heavy." So I never really thought what that means
Mm,
until I experienced what it is. And actually, like it feels like it putting like a lot of pressure on your body, and you can hardly breathe. Like you
mm,
feel weird. You feel like it's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Maybe you feel like somebody's watching you, maybe, or it just
mm.
feels weird. Somebody's just hugging you, but like, you can see them. That type of
Right.
feeling. So,
I felt that
yeah,
feeling before, yeah, for sure.
yeah. I didn't experience anything there, but Nate Groff from Ghost Adventures did an investigation in the hallway where I was sitting at. So you see the part where I had the night vision camera. So
Hmm.
I literally felt like the mirror was shaking. It shook 3 times. When I looked at the video again, it was like literally shake. It feels like somebody was like jumping, and the mirror in front of me was shaking, and it happened 3 times. Little noises here and there, shuffling sound.
But no one
Um,
else was in the house that would have been moving around that would have moved it, right? Because you were by
yeah,
yourself in the house at that
I was
point.
by myself there. So I was by myself, and the team was outside in the campfire where they was doing their own investigation. So
Did
yeah.
you see anything in the mirror, like while you were taping it? Did you notice anything, like any kind of anything in the mirror at all? Just it moving?
No, it was hard because the night vision light that I had was literally flashing on the mirror. So when I was
Gotcha.
looking at myself on the camera, I couldn't really see anything because you see the light right in front of it. I
Yeah.
was hoping to see something. I did look at the footage back. I didn't see anything at all. Just the mirror shaking. That's it.
Just this, but I mean that's pretty impressive on its own. It's just the
Yeah,
mirror by itself moving, like I said, because you weren't moving at all, and no one else was
yeah,
in the house that would have been moving around that would have moved that,
yeah.
taken that thing. So when you pulled out the necrophonic app to kind of try to communicate with whatever was in the room with you at the time, did you feel anything physical while you were attempting to communicate with it?
I no. I would. Well, earlier you spoke about if I get scared. I did got scared at one moment.
Okay.
I literally. That's when I stopped the investigation. I was like, okay, I hearing something. I just went outside and I just told the guy what was happening, and there was
Yeah.
like they believe me, but because they hear a lot of crazy stuff that happened before. But yeah, that part I literally got scared, just like
Yeah.
like F word. Let me just go downstairs and
Let
join
me
them and
just
see
take
what
a
they
break
think.
for a
Yeah,
second.
let me take a little break. Yep.
So we
Also,
did.
have you saw the ending when I was
Yes.
sleeping?
Oh my
Yes.
God.
So actually, we're going to get to that here in a second. So I have a couple clips that we're going to pull up and watch right now. I advise you guys to turn your audio up to hear anything if you want to catch any EVPs, because there were a few background ones. So we're going to pull up a clip right now where you're downstairs. So this is after the mirror part. You're downstairs sitting on the couch, and
we had a PNB box.
Yeah, something very interesting happens on the couch. So let's go ahead and get that going. So let me go ahead.
I turned the light off because I hearing a lot of things. Probably trees moving. There's people here, but I just had one flashlight on just in case I could see better.
We don't want Bigfoot to get you.
All right. That would be awesome. Nah.
So we're gonna watch the. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me see if I can screen the other one. Actually,
we're
gonna do the other clip because that's the second clip I want to do. So we're gonna do the first clip. You would think I'd figure this out at this. I keep thinking the wrong clip. You know what? We're gonna watch this one first. That's how this goes. All right. So this one's at the end where you had gone to sleep.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, hold on one second.
I'm gonna tell you something about that story.
Yeah, give me one sec here. I'm gonna get this right eventually. Maybe third time's the freaking charm on this one. If I can get the right actual tab open.
It will.
Nope. It just wants to open this one. So this is the one we're gonna watch. Okay. So, do you want to give us a little background before or after the clip?
Yeah. First of all, before I say anything, I was scared to go to sleep there, so I literally went to sleep around 4 o'clock in the morning because I knew 7 o'clock it was gonna be daylight, and I never slept in a location that I always wanted to sleep and before myself, especially that location.
Right.
Before that, we just
hasn't happened on. So yeah.
Before that, we was on a lot of investigation before some of the guys went to sleep. We went back to the living room that's where I'm sitting now. I was sitting right there, and we were using the PV box. We were using the PNB box. It was actually a couple of questions. That's what I called my name, saying Levy. I didn't record it at that time because I was just, paying attention to them, learning from them, and that's about it. And it's kind of weird.
All right, guys. So turn your headphones up for this one. This one does have audio on it.
You guys see that? The only lead that is moving is this one. Kind of weird. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah. All right, you can play that. You can hear me? Okay.
Yep.
All right, just making sure.
So we're hearing some weird, so some sounds. Are you guys hearing the sounds?
I don't hear it.
Is it not playing the sounds, or is it playing the sounds, guys? Is it playing sounds or what?
Because literally, once you guys hear the sound, my camera started acting up on there. The audio started going crazy. I don't know if you guys hear it. It was getting louder and louder, and then that's when it stopped. The walk happened up the stairs and the bell.
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, it was footsteps for sure, and at that point, it sounded like everybody was asleep at that point.
Yeah, and you see the orb. You saw the orb as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the orb happened. So what happened was I was sleeping. The audio was getting bad. It was like a weird sound, the audio. And then the PNB box sounded. And once it stopped playing, an orb came out right after the PNB box. And then that's when you hear the footsteps.
Yeah. So
like
it was
right there, back to back.
Footsteps walking right above you.
Yeah.
Everybody else was sleeping. So as a couch that there was an exorcism on and footsteps right above your head. So I can imagine I would not have probably gotten a whole lot of sleep in that house, but I would have tried. Yeah. So this next clip is what I wanted to show initially because it's, I'm figuring this out still with StreamYard. I picked what I think is the right tab, and it's not the right tab. So this is the one where you're sitting on the couch and you have the Necrophonics app going on the coffee table in front of you.
Okay. Oh yeah, that one.
So we're gonna widen this up. Make sure you guys have this turned up because there is audio on this one.
That's weird that the other one don't want to play. There you go.
Oh, there we go. So we have the ball light up. Nobody was touching it. That thing was lighting up like crazy.
Yeah, that was insane.
And it was responsive to you.
Yeah, I said, can you do it again? And it happened again.
Yeah, so we had like some intelligent response from that.
Yeah.
And it does it several times.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Times, which
I was hoping for that box to play at that time as well, but it didn't.
Yeah. And that was the box that you were saying went off later in the other.
So basically, it has a sensor. I think it goes by 10 feet. So if you pass by it at the 10 feet, it starts playing music.
Yeah, it's like this thing is just going off, and you can see you're not around it. There is nothing near that thing.
Yep. Yeah, that was insane.
They only go off when you touch them. Like
105.
Yeah, as you demonstrate, you're like, it only goes off when you touch it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And several times. And there was a lot of sounds coming through the app as well. You were getting a lot of vocal responses while this was going on. So it was very cool. There it goes again.
There you go.
Yeah, like it was like whatever it was really wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
Really wanted to let you know that it was there. Did you feel anything negative down there while you were down there? No.
No, just like when I was upstairs, I heard a few things, but just probably mental. I heard little things that I just move out, and I just ran upstairs real quick because I was by myself.
Right.
Other than that, no. Like I was like, to be honest with you, when I was there, I was hoping to hear a lot of stories about. I had a lot of stories about like, oh, when you get there, you're gonna get touched. People, you're gonna get a lot of steps, doors closing in and out. So my mind, I was already expecting all of that. So nothing really happened as much, but at the end, when I started doing my own investigation, I started experiencing a few things. And then there, when I did the table again, the guys was outside the campfire hanging out. So once they were hanging out, I took advantage. Let me just do a couple of things, maybe. And I think that's how, because later on in the night, that's how I guess it remember my name. Mm-hmm. So when it was Levy, so I was like, okay, it was it's in response.
I mean, it was good that you didn't feel anything negative. It just seemed like it was something that wanted to talk to you, or just at least wanted to reach out. But it wasn't anything. It wasn't anything bad or negative. Yeah,
because if it was something negative, I would have felt it. I would have felt comfortable.
For sure.
You know, but I guess it was on a community. If I had a voice recorder, it would have been better with the voice recorder. Because I use my phone, but I never really caught anything on the phone. But I guess I need one of those voice recorder, which I'm gonna guess soon. I do want to get the RRDR60, which is. You should check it out so you can see what I'm talking about. It's
sure.
Insane. It's about
$6,000 for sure.
It's expensive. I'm trying to save up for that one. I'll probably get that one soon or one day, maybe next year. Well, we had a voice recorder at that moment because maybe it's probably something going to say something to me.
Would have caught some EVP maybe for sure.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I'm sorry.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like I have this luck when it goes to investigation because every time I go somewhere, I finally see something. I don't see it, but I hear it. But then I can catch like voices, especially the spirits that I call as well. I get pretty lucky. I'm actually happy about that. Maybe it's something about me that they like. I don't know. But keep going.
I can tell you for sure that when I was in the MISPA, when we did solo investigations, Patrick and I separated. He investigated one room and I investigated another one. I can tell you one thing for sure. Children's ghosts apparently don't like me because I got nothing. Like I was in the room with the camera and the bear that does the thing where it only goes off if it's touched.
Okay.
I have an Ovilus in there. I have that and it's like crickets. Nothing.
Really?
They just did not want to talk to me, apparently. So, but I do have some survey questions for you that I don't give people ahead of time because I like to get their on-the-spot responses.
Okay.
So, first question. What spirit would you want to encounter if you could choose? So, if you could choose any person who has passed on to talk to, On command, who would it be?
My babysitter.
Really?
Yeah, my babysitter. I don't know what the love that me and her had, but when I was a kid, my mom when she was working, she used to drop me off like literally like next door to not next door but next building to my building, and she was so awesome. She was everything to me. She was like the best thing ever. She was like a mother to me. Yeah, and ever since she passed away, I was just like literally crying a lot. I don't know. It's just that love that we have.
Yeah,
But if I get the chance, she would be her.
that's awesome.
Yeah, she was about maybe like 70 years old when she passed away.
Oh,
But she
wow.
was awesome. She was like the best thing ever.
So what is your best piece of advice for investigators that are just getting started?
Don't spend too much money on equipment. I started with an iPhone. I just had a little light on top of it. Um, when you go in, just ask a couple of questions. Like I still do. I ask the same question over again. Just walk around, ask questions. Be quiet for like a couple of seconds, and then move on to another question. Walk around. Be quiet. Make sure. Oh yeah, I got a lot of complaints that I'm always moving so fast on the camera. But the only reason why I do that is because when I hear things, I move right away.
You
So
turned a
people
little
want me to go slowly.
Yep.
They want me to go slowly and focus, which I understand. But when you hear stuff at the moment, you wanna, yeah. So I told everybody, when you're walking, when you see nothing, and you're just walking inside, just make sure slowly you turn around as it's slow. Make sure the audience could see what you're seeing, and yeah, that's it. And if you want to catch in the spirit, I got I'll tell you this: just go to the place a lot as much as you can. Let the spirits get to know you better.
Nope, lost a little bit of audio, but hopefully you guys can still hear. We lost audio a little bit, so I don't know.
So yeah, like I was saying, I'll just go to another place and try to visit the place a couple of times because we might catch something. I believe for sure.
So we've lost the audio a little bit on your video. It's kind of gone out. It sounds a little distant. Yeah, I don't know if you come in a little bit, if it'll adjust, or if you have to reconnect or something. It sounds like kind of far. Are you guys having issues with the audio, or is it just me? I just want to double check and see if it's because my speakers are garbage. So I just want to see if, are you guys hearing in the chat, anyone that's in watching right now, are you guys having audio issues? Because if you're not having audio issues, I can just continue. Might just be me. I never know. So we'll go with the next question, just because it might just be my audio that's acting up. What are questions you love being asked about what you do? Okay, so they are saying that your audio has cut out. I don't know if you wanted to. I can resend you the link if you needed to rejoin it. Yeah, play with it if you gotta. No worries. It definitely sounds like it's just like on a it sounds like you're coming out of like one speaker. Yeah. So go ahead and close it out, and I will send you the link again to rejoin, just because I think it's a connection issue. All right. So you guys get to look at my face for a second. Exciting. Wow. That was a really bad purr. That was really terrible. I apologize for that. All right, so we're gonna resend the link. Sometimes these things happen with technology, So, all right, let's see. I'm gonna add back to stream, and let's see if that fixes it. Oh, and we lost again, hopefully. Let me see. We're gonna wait for him to rejoin. Yeah, I was like, thank you. Oh, thanks. It's like, too bad you got to look at me for a second. All right. I think we got you back.
All right. How about now? Can you hear me?
We can hear you perfectly now.
Okay, good.
All right. So question number 3. What are questions you love being asked about what you do?
A lot of people a lot of people that know me guys, air rigs and doing ghost hunting and stuff like that. But a lot of people get surprised when they find out I'm actually a fighter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Especially now I look overweight. I look like I don't know how to defend myself. But once they find out my record and stuff like that, they'll be very surprised.
They're like,
So,
oh.
yeah. And then I love showing clips, like pictures of it. I love showing clips. When I was 205, I was like so fast, like kick wise. Had a lot of combination going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What was your favorite move? What was your like signature move?
My thing was, if it was MMA, my thing was jab, cross, right? I fake the first jab, and then I hit him with the second jab, so the cross, and then I do this nice roundhouse kick, and then if he starts anything, I take him down right away, and then ground and pound, grab his arm, and do arm bar, and then just finish it right there.
All of that sounds like you would easily kick anybody's ass. And
then also in K1, which is kickboxing,
right.
I like to do a lot of jab, cross, hook. Sometimes I like to throw 2 hooks. So I throw like a jab, cross, a hook, and then uppercut, and then I come, my right hand, and then I start using my kicks from there.
Nice.
It depends. Sometimes it just comes out naturally.
Depends on strategy, right? Like all depends on who you're fighting and their techniques and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
So conversely, on the other side of that, what are questions you hate being asked about what you do? Because I know every paranormal investigator is nice, and everybody says they don't have questions that they hate, but I know they all do. So what are questions you hate being asked about what you do?
So I guess when you catch them on guard, off guard, sometimes they don't think straight. What was the question?
Yeah, we left your audio. Oh no.
For real?
Oh no, you're back. Okay, you're back.
Oh. I'm about to say. No, like I was saying that the type of questions they catch you off guard.
Yeah.
Because you're not expecting those questions, so you don't know what to answer. I'm sure we do hate a couple of questions. Let me see if I could think of something.
Or maybe not a question, maybe a comment.
Comment?
Easier. Like if somebody said something, yeah.
Or the fake word. Oh, that's fake.
Yeah.
That's fake. They're just fake.
Like, oh.
When you're in there, you could it's a whole different story when you're there. When you watch it on TV, when you're watching like on TV or YouTube, it's hard to tell unless you put like those type of music that makes you like jump a little bit. Then yeah. But when you're in there, and you're by yourself, and you make sure the coast is clear, and you hear a few things, whatever, and then you catch other things, people be like, "Oh, that's fake." I have people saying, "Oh, that's a fake video." But I'm trying to remember what video was it. Oh, as a matter of fact, I was making fun for a couple of ghost hunters, because I don't know if I told you, but I used to debunk stuff as well.
Okay.
And because I want to catch the real things.
Yeah.
So one day I was just making fun of myself, to see people catch it, but some people actually caught it the wrong way. I put a thumbnail of me in the tunnel, and I was just acting so scared, whatever. And then I was explaining why I did that, and people were like, "Oh, that's fake." Like, how that's fake, bro? Like, I was in King's Park, and have you seen the video of the growl, of the demon growl? I call it demon growl.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, you have to see that one. That's for sure.
I will definitely go back to that.
Do you want to go to YouTube real quick and find out? Maybe you could put it.
Let me see.
It's called if you go into my page, I gotta see the I don't want to log off from here.
Yeah, let me look really quick. Hold on 1 second. It's gonna take me just a second. I'm getting pretty good at navigating.
That was like one of my favorite ones.
So do you know where in the video it is?
It says something. I think it was King's Park. I gotta look at the thumbnail. Let me see if I don't want to lag out from here. Then probably
yeah. Because I was like, I'll take a look at it and I can post it later.
Okay.
Once I get a timestamp for it, and I'll put that section of it up. So we were mentioning about TV and things like that. So what do TV, movies, mass media get wrong about paranormal investigation?
I don't know. like I said, like ghost hunters, like YouTubers and real ghost investigation, they uh people say that we're boring,
Mm,
and the YouTuber, they be catching all this crazy stuff every single video, which is impossible. You can find certain things, whatever, but they make it so dramatic that they show you more love in that one. So
yeah.
when you're watching TV, you see like a boring investigation. You're not gonna know how real it is or how scary it was at that moment. You know, but in YouTube, you could do so many great things that people get scared. So I don't know. Some people they get a little hectic with ghost investigation. Sometimes, like if you never experienced it before, you,
Mhm.
you're not gonna.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like I said, at YouTube, you could put a video of yourself, and all of a sudden, the music or the sound or the boom sound makes you jump. So that's what gives you the scare. You know.
That's true. So question 6, Ouija boards, yes or no?
And I heard a lot of stories. What I would do it, no. Um,
It's a 50-50
I would
split so far.
I do it if it doesn't follow me home. That right there, I
Okay, that's fair.
100% sure it's gonna follow me home. But maybe I do it. Maybe with a group of people. I hear a lot of stories. Like people say, "Oh, don't play that." I mean, you don't know. I don't know how 100% true it is.
Right.
But I've seen movies before, like the Ouija movie and stuff like that, and stories when I was a kid growing up. You hear stories about people playing the Ouija. Actually,
Mm.
there was a neighbor across the street from me said that they played the Ouija board once, and like literally, like the windows broke, the mirrors broke, and everything at the same time.
Oh,
So, which I kind of believed it because they had like garbage bags on the windows, whatever. But
gotcha.
they could have they literally like made it up. But yeah, I do it. I
Okay.
would do it by myself, but yeah.
I've done it before. I mean, as long as you basically, the general consensus is kind of like, as long as you know how to close the door that you're opening, then
Okay.
go ahead. But if you
Okay.
don't know how to do that, then maybe don't mess
Have
with
you
it.
experienced though?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It before. I've never had anything bad come through it,
Yeah.
honestly. Like never anything bad. I know it freaks everyone out because that's how The Exorcist starts. The Exorcist like gave
Yeah.
Ouija boards a bad name since 1974 or something like that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's really not any. As long as you know what you're doing, it's just like any other piece of equipment, in my opinion. Question 7: what is the first thing you pack when you head out on an investigation?
Batteries.
Batteries. That's a good one. Nobody has said that yet. Surprisingly.
Um, batteries. Sometimes I literally bought like I got 10 batteries now, so I use every single of my batteries. I don't use it all, but just in case, because I had batteries drained before. Like literally, I had a charged battery, and all of a sudden it just like drained out of it.
Yeah.
So I made sure I got like 10 little packs of batteries to use. What else is good? I usually like double check before I leave. Like I double check at night. I make sure my flashlight is charged. This is by charging. I make sure the battery's charged. I make sure I have my night vision camera. What else? I try not to miss. I have missed a few things. Like I literally have a SLS camera, and I left it 3 times. No, actually, the SLS camera I had it with me, but the battery was dead. So I forgot to charge the tablet.
So we're back to
It happened a few
batteries.
times. Yeah, just make sure everything's charged before you go out and explore.
Yes. And even then, sometimes they don't hold. Sometimes they drain, and you're like, well, this is why we carry extra batteries.
I know, right? So heavy too. Is walking it, and your
Definitely.
phone is so brolic already, just carrying the damn SLS.
So what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear? Jail for life. What is my biggest
Rational fear.
Yeah, I don't want to go to jail at all. I know this is jail, but like, just being there for life, it sucks. Because your family, your freedom that you have.
Mhm.
What else? What is this? What is I'm scared of? My fear back then is funny. It was losing a fight, but
Okay.
after I had somebody like a mentor. He was like, "Listen, don't worry about that. You're only gonna get stronger." So that's different. Um, what's my other fear in life? Oh my God! I love sleeping. Like sometimes I sleep like face down and my legs out.
Uh-huh.
I just hope my daughter doesn't jump on top of my
Oh.
cab and just like break. that's
Oh
that's
no.
my fear right there. I love my legs. I love hiking. I love running. I love exercising. I love kicking. So that's another fear of mine. I think that's it. And maybe like of course like follow something bad at home, like something following me at home.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's it.
Question 9. Would you want to be a ghost?
Yes. If I die, yes, of course.
And you get to choice to be a ghost, or you get a choice to move on. Would you be a ghost?
Yeah, I would love to. I would just because I will mess around with all the ghost investigation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is a guarantee.
Like this is why I believe. I know I talk a lot when it comes to when I ask questions. With questions, I make it into like a longer.
Perfectly fine.
I do believe like when you pass away, when you pass away, I feel like I do feel you have spirit comes out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I do feel that you have to face demons. That's why there's like kids. I feel like there's children's like spirit children's like always hiding because was that specific thing,
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that that's one thing you have to conquer. Whatever, if I could ever become, a spirit, I hopefully I'm ready and hopefully they're scared of me. So
you're gonna be choking demons out.
Yeah, I'm not playing. I mean, I don't know how strong they are. I'm not gonna play either.
Elbow lock, like
everything. Yep.
Demons are in trouble.
I'm taking over now. Shit.
Like, who's the demon now?
Yeah, I know, right?
Sit into a pretzel.
That'll be awesome.
Last question in the survey. What is the first thing you do after completing an investigation? Let's say you've had an investigation, it's gone most of the night. What is the first thing you do when you leave? Like, what's the first thing you do?
I just literally, like, I always forget to pray. So I just, just turn everything off and walk out. And you see those places I go to, I got to go through woods first.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I did. Like, once I finish, I just turn everything off and just go to my car and go home. I don't pray or nothing. I should be praying. I should bring like holy water and just pray and stuff like that. But that's what I do. Yeah. I record, make sure everything's good. I pack everything up, turn everything off, and just walk out, go home, and look at the footage.
And there you go. That's what you got to do. So I'm going to open it up to question and answer for anyone that is in the chat. If anyone has a question for Levy, please go ahead and type it now. And we will put it up on the screen and he will answer. And we'll answer a couple questions before I let him go because it is getting late over there.
That is fine, though. I'm going to be up to like, who knows?
It's like, I'll be up.
I have a video coming up tomorrow, so I got to finish that. I got to finish the last edit. Hell's Bar Dam.
Very cool.
I did with Matt Brenton, Joe Vitale, and a friend of mine that his channel is called Urban Goals Hunters. I did it with him as well. So yeah, it's almost done. I'm gonna put a premiere. I was thinking about like putting all my videos premiere because my algorithm was kind of like it's like up and down. Sometimes my view, sometimes I get good views, sometimes I don't. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let everybody know when my video's coming out, so I could have everybody in the chat for like a whole month. So maybe that might change my algorithm.
You might. That's very true. Does anyone have any questions? The chat's a little behind, so I gotta wait for like a couple seconds for it to catch up to see if anyone has any questions about locations. Where are you going next? That's my question.
What is it?
Where are you going next?
Oh, I'm going next. Next week. I'm going back to Kings Park. Sorry, I'm going back to Kings Park tomorrow or maybe Friday. Put up a video for next week because next week I'm going to Blackport, New York. We have 3 locations that we're going to go. We have Rolling Hills Asylum. I'm going there next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but the next Saturday, which is the 7th. I mean the 8th. The 7th, I'm going to... Rolling Hills, yeah. They're actually going to open it at this
who volunteer there. So you may actually encounter those guys that they volunteer at Rolling Hills. They were just on episode 2, and they are out of New York as well. They're very cool. You should check them out as well. And maybe you guys can do like a joint investigation.
I should go with the Yellow Graves, and I'm going to
lost the audio again, but I think nope, no, it's gone entirely.
So I'm going to the places on next Thursday. I'm going to the primary that I have. Actually, the state actually opened it for us. Friday, I'm going to things for the Bradley Theater in Knoxville, New York. Saturday, it's going to be really good.
Look at that link down there. That beautiful link. Look at that banner. Look at that.
That's nice.
So thank you guys for your questions. I know Crow's had a couple in there that are fun. I'll put the Crow's questions. There you go. There's one of Crow's questions.
Probably my heavy accent.
And then Connery has a question as well. Is there any location you would not want to investigate?
It would not. I think right now, like almost like even though like a smaller YouTube, I think now I would like to investigate any other places. As long as I know they haunted, then I go to it. And like I have done a lot of places that I never put up on YouTube because I think they're boring. I never caught anything. Other than that, no, I haven't found.
That you wouldn't investigate yet?
No, right now I started doing I started renting places out, which is better because I was doing a lot of going to abandoned places, stuff like that, which is trespassing and it's dangerous.
Yeah, that's true.
So other than that, small places, no. To be honest with you, I wish I had the keys to the city where I live at. Because there's a lot of places I would love to investigate. There's actually a house, an abandoned house. Oh, not an abandoned house, but it's a small house. They call it the Dykeman House. I would love to do that, to be honest with you.
Very cool. So Lab has a question. She wants to know, what is your most wanted location you want to do?
That's a good question.
Dream destination. If money was no object.
Well, Waverly. Just because is Waverly is Waverly. Everybody knows about it. Yeah. I would love to do that. And actually, there's a place in what was the location? I think just Waverly. Yeah, there was another location in can't remember the name now. It's the tip of my tongue, but can't remember. Maybe I could get back to them so I remember. Oh, it's in Australia.
Okay.
So literally, they don't let nobody go there at all because it's super haunted, and I hear there's a lot of crazy stuff happening there. I don't know if you heard of it. I gotta find the name. I'm gonna look for the name later, and I'm gonna write it down and give it to you. So basically, there was this ghost investigators, right? They call a shadow, which is so weird. They call so many crazy things like anomalies. The light turns off. It was crazy. That they came, the government over there shut down the island just because of all the crazy stuff that's happened there.
Wow.
True story, yeah. And then the people that was investigating there are banned because what they call was something amazing. I forgot the name of it. I'm gonna look for it. I saw it like 2 years ago. Matt actually, I mentioned it to Matt. Matt knows about it too. They actually banned the guys that can't make no ghost hunting videos at all. Because if they do, I don't know if they go to jail or they got to fine. I don't know what's going on.
Yikes! I don't know if I'm willing to find out. That might tie into the fear thing.
Yeah, you guys. I would love to do that one.
So if no one has any other questions, it doesn't look like that was the last question. Thank you, Levy, for joining me on the show.
Oh, thank you. I had a lot of fun.
We'll definitely have a part 2. I'm open to having return guests back. No problem with that. Please click that link. You guys see that link down there at the bottom of the screen. If you have not subscribe. Go subscribe now. He has a video coming out soon, tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tomorrow at 4 p.m. I'm gonna post every videos every Thursday at 4 p.m. for now. I'm gonna have one 2 times a week, which is Thursday and Saturdays. For now it's Thursday. Maybe when I come back from Blackport, New York next week, I'm gonna have Thursdays and Saturdays. Thursday and Saturdays, 4 p.m.
Awesome.
Just to see what happens. We should definitely do a second interview just because there's a lot of things I want to show you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get everything ready first. I'm on timestamp and I'm gonna send to you. Then you can review it.
Yeah.
Whenever you want to do it again, let's go at it.
We'll do it. We'll pencil it in.
I want to show the world.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. It looks like it's getting kind of dark out there. So and we will pencil in a second time to be here. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Levy, for being here. For joining us for episode 3, and we will see you guys next week on Wednesday.
Sorry guys, I couldn't see your chat because I'm afraid if I do the chat, the whole thing's gonna log off. If I miss a lot of people, I'm sorry. How you doing? How's everybody doing? I miss you guys. I love you guys. Whatever it is, thank you for everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for interviewing me. I had fun, especially my first time doing this location on an interview, which is pretty cool. Next time you'll be home and stable.
There you go. We'll do it. We'll do it again for sure. All right. Have a good one.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back next week, next Wednesday, hopefully around the same time. If not, I'm doing 2 next week. I may have to reschedule Wednesday because of a prior engagement, but I'm going to try for you guys. I'm going to try to make it happen. Next Wednesday is going to be, if you follow him on Instagram, he has tons of followers. He is out of Ireland. He goes by Paranormal Resident. He is going to be my guest on the Dead Hours for episode 4. And then on Saturday or Friday the 8th, we have a very special episode that's going to be live on a location, with War Party Paranormal, who are based out of Florida. Hopefully we're going to be able to catch some maybe EVPs and stuff like that while we're in the middle of an interview, which would be rad. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you so much again, and I will see you next week. Stay spooky.